Hi, Deirdre here, and we're going to just take a look at doing mail merge. So mail merge is where you've got one standard letter, and for example, the name changes on each individual one. So when, for example, the college wants to write to you, they don't write out 300 or 400 letters. They create one letter, and they have a database with everyone's names and addresses in it, and they merge the two of those before they send them out. And the same is true if you're doing emails, etc. So I have a letter already written here just to save a bit of time, and we're going to use this as the basis for our mail merge. So let's click on mailings up here, mailings. Okay, and then start mail merge. There's a few ways you can do it. Well, we're just going to take the easiest way. So we'll use the step-by-step wizard. So click on step-by-step mail wizard down the bottom, and you get this panel over on the right hand side, and we'll just go through the 6 steps and then we'll be done. Okay, so the step number 1 is saying to you, what are you making? Is it a letter? Is it an email? Are you doing the envelopes or labels or some sort of directory? We're starting off by doing a letter, so that's perfect. Okay, so we'll choose letter. And then we'll move to step 2 by clicking on next down here at the bottom. Okay, so what document would you like to use as the basis for your letter? Well, we already have it open. That's perfect. So use the current document. That's perfect. And we'll move now to step 3. So step 3 is all about where are the names and addresses and all of that data coming from. So we need to use a file that I've already created to do that. So let's click on Browse down here. Okay, and I have one in my downloads area here, and I've got a waiting list. It's a Word document, and I'm going to click on Open. Okay, and you can see we've got a surname, a title, an address, a city, postcode, forename, course code, and seminar name. They're the fields that are in it. That's perfect, and we'll click on OK. And now it's associated with this document. So I'll click on Next then. Okay, and we're going to actually start creating the letter. So the bits in this one here, and I just highlighted them in yellow so it'll be easy to spot. We're going to change the recipient address here and use the fields from that data that we just uploaded to put in the address. Okay, so up here we're on the mailings tab up here, and we're going to click on Insert Merge Field, and we're going to put in title. Okay, and I'm going to put in a space. So the title will be something like Mr. or Ms. or Mrs. or Doctor. Okay, and then we want a space after that. Insert Merge Field, forename, and that's the John or Tom or Mary, and then put in a space because you want a space between them all. And then Insert Merge Field, surname. Okay, and then we'll press Enter. Insert Merge Field, address. Insert Merge Field, city, and move down a line, Insert Merge Field, postcode. Okay, now I'll get rid of the yellow highlighting. I'll go to the Home tab, and I'll put the highlighting to no color. Okay, so that's all fine. I might space it out a bit, make sure this is all coming out nice. And we want to say dear first name. We want to use the person's first name. So I'll go back to the mailings tab up here, click on the bottom half of that Insert Merge Field button, and click on forename. Okay, and we'll put that in there. So this database also had a seminar name as one of the fields. So this is a letter we're sending out to people to talk to that actually have been to a seminar. So we want to use the correct seminar name here. So we'll replace this here in yellow, and we'll click on Insert Merge Field, seminar name. Okay, and we'll put in a space after it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all the highlighting, and then we'll put in our own name down the bottom. Okay, and we'll get rid of the highlighting there. Okay, and we need to make sure it's correctly spaced out, and what I might do is put a line there and put in a line there. Okay, and maybe a little bit more space here and a bit more space up the top. Okay, so that's reasonable enough in terms of layout. Okay, so let's move on to step 5, which is previewing it. And you can see here, each of our fields is now changed over to the actual data, and it's saying Dear Mary. I've I've recently written to you regarding the food trends seminar that was being held in Killybegs, etc. And all of these have moved along. And if I'm on the mailings tab up the top and on that ribbon, I can move along. Do you see this section here, preview results? I can move along and see what the next person is and the third person, and going along and seeing each of the different options that are available to you. And you can go, yeah, that's looking good. Any mistakes, you can adjust it. So let's click on to next, okay? And we can then click on edit individual letters, and that'll merge them all through. So this is, you can see up the top, this is called the main mail merge letter. Okay, when I click on edit individual letters and click on OK, it creates a new document. Okay, and as I click on it here and scroll down, you can see this is now a 13-page document. It's got each page is a letter repeated the whole way along. Okay, so that's us finished, and you can see up the top it's now called letters 1. It's given it a new name, and we could save this or we could send it to the printer. So for the moment I'm just going to close that down. I'm not going to actually save it, and I'm going to close down this document as well. So we've done the letters. We now want to do the labels for the envelopes. Okay, so I'm just going to close that down. And I won't save it. Okay, so back into Word again, and I'm going to go with a new blank document. Okay, and again go to mailings, start mail merge, step by step. Okay, so this time we're not doing a letter. This time we're going with labels. So you click on the labels option down here. Okay, let's move to step 2. So in step 2, you have to choose the particular label type that you want to use. So we click on label options up here. Okay, and the first thing you need to make sure you do is choose the right manufacturer of labels. So you'll have a box of labels, and you've got to find the label maker up here, and hopefully they're listed for you. This is Avery A4, A5. It's one of the most common label types, and I'll just check now my label. Okay, so the label that I want to use is 3653. So you just scroll down and that's this one here. So I know that one works quite well. So it's telling you that's the size of the page, which is an A4 piece of paper. The height is 4 centimeters, and the width of each label is about 10.5 centimeters. So that should work fairly well. So I'm going to click on OK there, and you can see here it creates a table structure for it, and you can roughly see the size of the labels along. So that's perfect. So then we need to move to step 3, which is to attach the data again. Okay, so let's click on Browse. Okay, and I have it in Downloads, I think it is. Yeah, and the waiting list is our data. Okay, again, the same data that we used for the main document, that's fine, and click on OK. So let's move along to step 4, which is putting in the fields. So we're not going to put in any regular text in here, we're just going to put in fields. So it's exactly the same as the first half of the letter. So we click on Insert Merge Field and Title and put in a space. That'll be something like Mr. or Miss, and then a space, and then forename and space. So you want a space after the John or the Mary, and then surname, and press enter. Insert merge field address and press enter. Insert merge field city and press enter. Insert merge field and postcode. Okay, so that's all that we want on our address. So let's have a look and have a preview. So let's move to step 5 and we get a preview of it. Okay, yep, that's looking pretty good, and we can skip through it here and see how each of them work, and yeah, they all seem to be sitting nicely. Okay, so let's go back to step 4. Let's go to step 4. We're happy with how it's looking, so now we'll hit the update all labels button, which is available in step 4. So let's click on step 4, and you can see it goes through all of the different labels. Okay, and let's move to step 5. Oh, I went the wrong way. Let's move to step 5, and you can see here's all the labels as they would print out for you. Okay, and you can then, if you want to send it straight to the printer, or you can actually create a new file with all these labels printed out for you. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that now.